Hello and welcome to this review for Transformers Earthspark Deluxe Terran Twitch. This video is actually quite anticipated by fans, at least the fans who would be into these kinds of toys, because one, the design itself in the show is designed by Nick Roach. He's a famous Transformers artist. Also, this is a brand new character, and that turns into a brand new alt mode, which is a personal drone. In this case, fun fact for you guys who didn't watch the show, she turns into a drone that Wheeljack had made. So it's a futuristic drone, as you'll see. I do want to point out that it comes in this open box, and if there's parents, just don't make sure you look in the back inside the box before you throw it away, because that's where you'll find the accessories. There's this little baggie. It's made of it's a paper bag. Inside you will find Twitch's weapon, and you will also find the pieces if you plan on making this character called Mandroid. So this comes with, I guess you could call his backpack with claws and his head. So a rather important part. You don't want to lose that one. So here's Twitch. Twitch is fine in robot mode. My issues will come in alt mode, and I will show you that. While you would think that there's a lot going on with the back, which there is, Twitch will not fall down so easily. So that's good. That's very well balanced. Now, there are some fun features with Twitch that we haven't seen for a while. There is light piping, and that's fun. That's when you have some clear plastic here. Sorry, excuse me. Clear plastic in the back of the head. Like that, when there's light shining on it, you can make it look like the eyes are glowing. There's also clear plastic found here on the rotors. And there's clear plastic for these appendages in the back, which can act like wings. In the show, Twitch uses it as weapons. That can't happen here. But you can position them all whatever way you want. All right? I mean, technically, the instructions show you to do it like this. But, you can have fun with it. And yes, you'll see this piece here, that while there are peg holes for it to stay, doesn't stay very well. So that is an issue. And now in terms of articulation, I'm not going to go through everything. However, I'll just say that the standard articulation is there, that you're used to in the Deluxe, and there's even ankle tilts. The only thing that we don't have here is wrist articulation. However, you don't have that in all toys. It's not a given. I mean, even Studio Series toys, which collectors gravitate towards, it's not a standard for those either. So, we're going to get into transformation. Wait, first, no. I want to show you how to connect, here you go, the weapon. So it's very simple. There's a peg. You just insert it into the hand, and here you go. Twitch now shoots it. And that's rather important, because this weapon, you see it in the very first episode. In the show, her arm becomes a weapon. But, since it's just a toy, you have to insert it there to create that illusion. Now, let's get into a transformation, which I'll show you why is tricky. It's about, pressure and having things connect. You tilt the head upwards, and you bring this whole section up. And already that's where the issue is going to be, because what, at least the toy is designed to be, it's that this is supposed to be flush, but it's not. So when you actually turn it all the way, let's see, like this, it offers some resistance. I don't know if you're noticing, but there you go. It's always falling back. There is a method for it to be straight, and that's going to make the alt mode a lot more solid. However, it is tricky. So there's this black piece that you're going to flip down. I thought that was landing gear. It's not. It's just a piece so that the arms can connect to it. So we are going to connect the arms to this piece. I rotate them. I'm going to turn. There you go. Okay, so that's stuck. Now we're going to bring these down. I don't know if you call them feet or landing gear, but yeah, that's what you're going to land down. Just make sure everything's solid. Okay, not bad. Good. So far, so good. Now, this piece in the back, you just bring them together, stick them together. There's holes and pegs, so you can ensure a nice solid connection. And you stick it, I opened up its scale, I'll show you, it's going to be fine. You stick it here in the back, these pegs. So I'm going to do it again. Sorry, excuse me. There you go. This is solid here. Now for the legs. This is the trickier part. Not tricky though. The first thing you do is you just pop these circles from, I guess, the shin area. And you're going to bring down the feet. Then you're going to, excuse me, there you go, rotate them as such, and you're going to fold them at the knee. Now what's tricky is that there's actually 3 connections, simultaneous connections. The only one that the instructions describe is the one here. See, there's a peg on the foot, and there's a hole here. It has to go inside. You will not achieve this without an extra step I'm going to show you. But you can't achieve it like this. The instructions tell you can, you cannot. The only way to do so, and I'll show you, is by adding in the weapon in alt mode. There's other connection points. There's one here near the hips, where that peg will go inside the holes near the knees, the opposite side of the knees. And there's also a peg here that fits in a hole in the arm. If you see it, there you go. Now, all those have to happen at the same time, but none of them will without using this gun. What you do with this gun is you're going to insert it in this hole, right? This peg in this hole, but it looks like it doesn't fit, right? If I do it like this. However, what you have to do is you have to force it. A word every Transformer fan wants to hear. Okay, you have to force it, excuse me, like this, and then have it fit inside, and there you go. And now it's actually going to stay. It's actually a solid connection, so that's fine. My issue though is that, as you saw, there's a lot of resistance here. I don't know if over time that will create a bad effect, but as of right now, it does create a solid connection. It's just counterintuitive, and it does ask you to apply a lot of pressure. But now once that's done, everything else actually fits really well. So you can do like what the instructions say, and you could start with this peg here. See, now it fits fine. And then you bring the other one back. I guess I'll do it all at the same time. Let's see. So this peg. Like I said, this isn't the easiest toy, I would say, for someone getting into Transformers. It says 6+, and I guess that's fine. But it's counterintuitive. There's a lot going on at the same time. So there you go. So this is solid. It's connected here. It's connected at behind the knee, and it's connected at the foot. Do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to start the foot again. It's a bit tricky when I have to, keep it clear for the camera, and then bring this in the back. There you go. Good connection, and that's made natural. I mean, yeah, usually you don't have to worry about this connection point. If you have these two, then you for sure have this connection point. Okay? And here you go. Here's your drone mode, which, yeah, I will admit, looks really cool. Even though it's the same parts that you see in the robot, there is this that opens up. And the fact that it's all positioned a different way, we get a sense that there's been a full conversion here from one mode to the next. So I do find that funny. Even if you flip under, it doesn't look like it's a robot more so now than before. So it's all fine. And this covers up the hands from that angle. You only see them a bit from this angle. And no, you don't see them from the top, which is excellent. So this is the full thing. Usually, they've only shown it to you like this, right? Yeah, like that. So I didn't even notice that you had these extra circles here to complete the look. So this is Twitch. Hopefully this helps. And especially if you're wondering why, if this was, humanly possible, it is. You just have to add some extra force. And if you're a parent giving this to your kid, you could do it for them the first time to show them. It does work, and it does stay solid after. So at least that's a plus. That's all I'll say on the matter. And I wish you all a great day. Okay? Cheers.